Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
What the heck is up, guys? Hello, what's up? It's hungover editing me coming in. Really quick, I just wanted to apologize for the blurry quality, and I want to recommend you treat this video like a podcast, like have it playing if you're driving, because you don't necessarily have to watch, or doing dishes or something, just because obviously I was drinking during the video and I drank a little bit before, so I didn't adjust my camera settings as good. So sorry. I'm looking back at the footage and really sad, but I still think it's worth a watch. And obviously it's not something that I could just refilm because, one, I'm so unwell right now, but it's worth it for you guys. And two, like, I can't, I don't want to imitate anything, or I just want it to be organic. So yeah, I hope you understand, and yeah, just treat it like a podcast because there's some juicy things. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Yes, I've had a couple drinks already, but that's okay. If you already watched my videos before, you know that I am a pretty open book. So I might have to take some shots in between just because again, I'm pretty open with things and I feel like I'll answer most of these questions, but for whatever reason, if I don't answer, I'll drink, and then I might have to just drink for fun because, yeah. Let's just hop into some juicy questions. Have you ever had a one-night stand? No, I have not. And obviously there's nothing wrong for anybody that has, because, if you're single living your life, just obviously be safe. But no, I haven't. And I feel like that's also another misconception that people would have about me. Like, when people find that out, they always are in shock. Like, what? Like, what do you mean, what? And again, there's nothing wrong if you choose to do it, but why are you assuming that I am? Just because I'm out here in a freaking crop top with my little high heels walking around, that doesn't mean anything. What is your favorite part of your body? My heart. I do love the heart that I have, but obviously I don't think they mean that. What's my favorite part? I like my lips and my smile, just because I have like the same lips and smile as my mom, and now that I'm older and I smile and I compare photos, I can see that. So I'd have to say that. Do you have any hidden talents? I'm trying to think, because usually hidden talents are like something kind of silly. This is something that I've been proud of that I could recite since I think I was in junior high. It's something super, super random, but I can perfectly recite the first response commercial from the year, I think it was 2008 or 2009. All right, let's set the scene. Imagine that. Knowing you're pregnant the moment it happens. Science is getting close. They found a hormone variant that better predicts early pregnancy. First response sorry, I'm tipsy right now. First response detects it. Accurate results 5 days sooner. First response, let us tell you first. Let's do that one more time. Like, I'm actually tipsy right now, but I want to try to do it fully. Okay, let's go.
I'll speed this one up. Imagine that. Knowing you're pregnant the moment it happens. Science is getting close. They found a hormone variant that better predicts early pregnancy. First response detects it. Accurate results 5 days sooner. First response, let us tell you first.
Yeah, like, when that commercial came on, I would always recite it. Literally recite it. I'm slurring now. Get the Asian glow. I'm getting the Asian glow. What's your biggest insecurity? I feel weird answering this too. I mean, we're all our own worst critic. I feel shy to answer this because I'm just like paranoid people are gonna notice more. I obviously have more than one, but it says the biggest. Ooh, I'm shy. Actually, I'm gonna take a shot now before I tell you, just because like I'm just doing this my own style, because I just need to loosen up. I feel vulnerable as hell. Ah! My biggest insecurity, I've got a few, but I have to say one of my top ones has always been my boobs. Because if you've seen my body, like the full look of my body, I'm naturally quite curvy. Like, I have a smaller waist and I have like fuller thighs, fuller butt. That's just kind of like my build. And I always thought that my boobs were kind of small in comparison, just because my bottom half like is pretty curvy and full bodied, and I thought proportion wise on me it kind of looked funny, or I didn't feel as womanly in a sense. Yeah, I think I just, not saying that you can't be, but again, like, I think society tells you that you have to have it all as a woman. You have to have these huge boobs and this teeny little waist and like a huge ass, but like somehow not have cellulite. Like it's crazy. So I feel like my top one would probably be my boobs. Like for my whole life, I've always wanted to have a boob job. Don't judge me. And again, it would be for no one else but myself. I just, for whatever reason, in my mind, what I envision my body to look like. Right now, my body is all natural. I haven't had any surgeries or procedures or anything. Yeah, my boobs are just like on the smaller side. I wish they were a bit more fuller. And this is just a bomb push-up bra, so don't let this fool you. But yeah, I just feel like since like my hips and butt and thighs are fuller, like on my body type, it might look better. But I don't know, I'm shy. Ooh, I don't know if I've ever admitted that to like anybody but like my close friends. Next one. Have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction? Honey. Linda, honey, listen, yes. One of my most embarrassing wardrobe malfunctions was I was at my boyfriend's work's Christmas party, and the dress that I was wearing, speaking of boobs, was just like a lower cut dress, and it was like a thicker material, so you could get away with not wearing a bra or just wearing like the little cup pasties or whatever. And I either had not worn a bra or wore those pasties and maybe like one side fell off. But it was funny because this happened all at the same time. I was sitting there and I kind of felt a breeze and I was like, and then a girl leaned beside me and she's like, sorry, hon, I just want to let you know your boobs hanging out. And I was like, oh my gosh! So that was super embarrassing, and yeah, I love that for me. What's a common misconception about you? Girl, but I feel like this is the biggest misconception about me. I can just see it in people's judgment, whether they have directly told me or suggested it, or just in the way someone looks at you, you know, they judge you. But I think the biggest misconception about me, people wouldn't assume how real I am, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if you feel this way, but sometimes me talking about myself, I feel awkward. I never want to come off as like narcissistic or anything, but you know what? I've been through a lot of crazy experiences in my life, especially from a young age, that a lot of people wouldn't assume, and that has helped me grow as a person and added to my character tremendously. And I feel like a lot of people wouldn't understand that like I'm a pretty deep person, and you know, if you've had a sit down conversation with me, I love to dig deep, I love to connect with people. And I think, you know, I've had people, again, just in the way they treat me or have been suggestive about it, just because, you know, I'm a super girly girl. I like to wear heels and like to wear like sexier outfits because that's what makes me feel good and confident. They just think, oh, she's a bimbo or there's no substance to her, when I'm probably one of the most real people you will meet, you know. And one thing that I really do like about myself that I'm proud to admit is just my sense of empathy for others, and just my perspective, just because, yeah, I've been in pretty adverse situations, you could say, and yeah, it's just given me a lot of perspective on things, or you never know what someone is going through. Don't be so quick to judge. A lot of us think we know everything when you don't. I feel like, especially like when I was a cheerleader, or right now, like I'm a burlesque dancer, and when people have that like outside perception and that just internalized misogynistic view of women, it kind of comes out. And yeah, for anyone that has met me and talked with me, you know I'm a pretty down-to-earth person. I'm super chill, I'm not high maintenance, and I just love to have a good time. I like to have fun. So yeah, just don't think I'm a freaking bimbo. I'm worthy of deep ass conversations, and yeah, I feel very strongly about connecting with people. And on that side note, I've learned that I have to get better at this, not to take things personally, because I genuinely love to just try to get close to people and open up and connect, that if someone doesn't reciprocate that, sometimes I'm just like, well, what's wrong with me and blah, 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 because I'm just such an open book. I just assume if someone doesn't reciprocate that it's personal, when it's just like, that's not it, or not everyone has to like you, but that's something that I'm bad at. I just want everyone to like me. You ever pooped your pants as an adult? No, I haven't, but I have a family member. My family's so crazy. I'm not gonna give out who this is, but there's a family member that is known to have had a few incidents as an adult pooping their pants. And there was one instance where we were driving and we had to stop. We were on a road trip and we had to stop to ask a farmer, yes, a local farmer, or wherever we were, local to that area, for a spare pair of jeans or pants, and he gave it to my family member. Have you ever bribed a police officer to get you out of a ticket? No, guys, I'm totally kidding. I have not, I mean, knock on wood, I've never been pulled over by a police officer or been in an altercation with one that I'd have to bribe or convince, but who knows, the day might come. Gets put in jail. Are you dominant or submissive in the bedroom? You know what, I like to leave a little mystery, and maybe you guys can guess. What's the weirdest thing that turned you on? Oh my gosh. Okay, ladies, am I the only one? Or guys too. I doubt this would turn a guy on, but who knows? This happened relatively recently, because just to answer the question, it says what weird things have turned you on. So my boyfriend and I, we live in an apartment right now, and we just don't have a lot of storage space. We don't have a pantry, so things easily get cluttered on the kitchen counter, and I hate clutter. I like an open, clean counter. Anywho, and he said to me one day, he's like, babe, what do you think about us getting some like nice clean sheet containers? That way we can put like the spices in clear containers, the cereals. And in that moment, I looked at him, I told him, I was like, oh my God, is it weird that this turns me on? Like, you want to organize and make the place look clean? Like, have my children now. Also, I mean, this is such a girly thing, but if you're just being sweet to me and you want to listen and you're just being a good listener and you're being kind, I'm like, little ovaries are like, ooh. Have you ever walked in on someone? Yes. I walked in on my grandparents doing it one time when they were babysitting me. And it's funny because like, at the time I didn't know what it was, but I knew something was funky. And then when I learned about the birds and the bees, I was like, ooh, that's what they were up to. But you know what? Good for them. They were, you know, just, I don't know, after all those years of marriage, they were still getting freaky deaky, sneaking around when they're supposed to be babysitting us. Like, okay. Where's the weirdest place you've gone to the bathroom? Girl, I could literally pee anywhere. I don't know if that's because I went camping a lot as a kid, but no joke, this is a real story. Steph, if you're watching this. My girlfriend Steph and I, we were driving one day, even though this has happened more than once, but this is the first time this occurrence happened. And so we were driving and it was really late at night. I said to her, I was like, oh crap, Steph, I really need to pee. And without hesitation, like no word of a lie, I was like, can you pull into that back alley over there? And no joke, this random back alley, there were apartment buildings and a dumpster, and I like peed on the side. I like popped a squat. I was like, keep watch. But yeah, what's one silly thing you can't live without? This helps me sleep every night. Vicks Vapor Rub. I know that sounds super weird, specifically the lavender one, if you can find it. But I just love rubbing it under my nose and on my temples before I go to bed. And sometimes on my chest because it just soothes me and calms me down. My grandma used to always give Vicks to me when I was a kid. Every night I have to put Vicks Vapor Rub on. So actually it would have to be that. Because yeah, I literally, I have a hard time sleeping without it. So if I'm going to a girlfriend's house to sleep over or anything, or if I'm going to be out of town, I always pack my Vicks Vapor Rub. Seriously, can I be any more of a grandma? Are you still a virgin? Does born again count? Kidding. No, I'm not. I'm in a 7-year relationship. I'm a modern woman. Name someone you strongly dislike. I can't do that. But I will say, I don't dislike a lot of people. Like, I get along with a lot of people. And even if there's someone I've kind of felt some type of way about, I will still always give them the benefit of the doubt in my head. And I won't truly dislike them, but I could probably think of, yeah, I think of the one person that I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, I'm assuming deep down they're a good person, but they just have some self-healing to do or something. A little TLC. It's so weird shooting one because it's just something nice to sip. Have you ever sent a sext / have ever sexted? I'm not getting into details here, but you know, when your significant other's out of town or something. Ooh, I'm shy now. What's the grossest smell you secretly enjoy? Okay. I gotta drink to this because it's actually kind of gross and I'm embarrassed that I've never admitted it to anybody. I don't even think I've admitted it to myself. I'm not ready to take this shot. Where's my phone? Okay. I think we're almost through this. Who is the Beyonce in your group of friends? Deadass, it's me. Let me know in the comments, what's the juiciest thing that you learned about me? Or what's an answer that cracked you up? Or I don't know. Actually, you know what? Give me a like, please, because I deserve it. Usually I'm not this forward, but I had a few drinks and I would just appreciate it so much. Feel free, oh my god. Yeah, feel free to, I can't talk, what the heck. Feel free to comment below what you want to see next or what you enjoyed, or feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm super active on there and I would love to connect with you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm definitely having a great one. Whoa, I've actually drank a lot of this. Bye, guys.